All right, so as I'm sure you guys have already heard by now, this weekend is going to be the introduction of pet mutations in the game. In case this is the first time that you're hearing about this, don't worry about it. I got the full details for you guys. But besides that, we're also going to be going over a couple of other things that were just put out literally a couple of minutes ago. Some of this is regarding the Prehistoric Quest update, because yes, it is going to be expanded. We're also going to be touching bases on the admin abuse, which is pretty much like everyone's favorite part about the updates, as well as a couple of other little goodies that are apparently going to be coming out this weekend. So let's waste no more time and get right into this. Sort of start things off, let's go ahead and look at the event page. It is officially that time where they go ahead and make updates as well as add a thumbnail to this, which of course, as I mentioned before, it is showing a picture of something that was teased over in Jandel's TikTok. I'll go ahead and show you guys that in just a second. The important part right here is what it says in the description. It says, introducing pet mutations. Upgrade your pets to have new variants and buff stats. Some mutations even come with their own unique abilities. This is great because we really haven't gotten a full detail or breakdown on what exactly mutations are going to do. Now we have somewhat of a general idea, but I think everybody's biggest fear was that we were only going to be getting the pet mutations for this weekend, which it turns out not the case at all. If we look at the next portion of this, it says, explore the pet mutation update alongside the expansion of the Prehistoric Event. New Prehistoric Quest crafting recipes. You can now also upgrade the Dino Machine multiple times for better rewards. This update brings all new seeds, pets, epic admin weather, and lots more. So already right there, it's pretty much spoiling the vast majority of everything that we're going to be expecting. It looks like this might actually be a fairly big update. One of the things that I have sort of seen around, not really by a lot of people, it's obviously by a very, very small group, but sort of mixed reviews on changing the entire pet egg stall. As you guys know, this menu right here that you have not only for the gear shop, but also for the seed shop, and pretty much for every single other shop or crafting UI in the game, where you sort of have everything listed. The things that can be purchased have a price on them. The things that cannot be purchased say no stock. But since the introduction of pets, this has been pretty much the layout for the eggs. Some people love it. Some people are completely open to change because it does sort of look like they're going to be switching it over to pretty much the universal UI that every single other shop uses. Here we are over at Jandel's TikTok. If you want to go ahead and follow him, it is Jandel RBLX. That way you're able to keep up with a lot of the most up-to-date leaks. Don't really think I need to advertise his page considering this man gets millions of views. But in this video, he basically leaks a little portion of the update. He shows right there the pet mutation machine with a dragonfly inside of it. And then right next to it, you'll notice that there is no longer sort of like eggs lined up. Instead, there's just obviously the NPC for the pet eggs. But when you talk to him, a bunch of different menus pop up. We got show me the egg shop. I want to sell my pets. How much is this worth? How do my pets get older? Show me pet info. So it looks like we won't be selling pets anymore over at the sell NPC. Instead, we'll be doing it here. But if you notice right here, boom, the menu opens up. It shows every single one of the brand new active eggs at the moment. Currently, there isn't any that are like sort of brand new in there, but it does show all of the ones that are active right now. It's kind of interesting. In my opinion, I like this more than having the eggs lined up. Again, not really like the most controversial thing, but I have seen a couple of people sort of bickering, back and forth saying, no, this is better, that's better. Kind of interesting to be honest, but either way, moving on to over here, as you guys saw mentioned there in the event page, we're going to be seeing some upgrades to this machine right here. So that way we're able to receive better rewards, if I'm understanding correctly. I'm wondering if it's going to add some ancient packs as well as maybe even like individual seeds inside of here. I feel like that'd be pretty good. Obviously, we're going to be getting also some new quests. I'm kind of a little bit of a failure here. I believe I missed a total of like 2 or 3 days. So sadly, I don't have the Bone Blossom yet. I should have it right before, if not literally the day of the update dropping. But yeah, I've kind of been a bit of a failure in this department. Over here for the crafting inside of the Prehistoric Event, we didn't really have too much variety going on in here for last week, but it looks like this week we're probably going to be seeing a lot more things added inside of here. Kind of curious. Obviously, this is going to be where the new seeds will be thrown into. I think the thing that I'm sort of the most curious about is if they're going to keep this dino egg currency going, because if that's the case, then it's probably a good time to start racking up on a lot more dino eggs. I've been pretty much holding on to all of mine. Right now I have 7 dinosaur eggs, except for one that I believe I left. Yeah, it's right over here, which actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and open this. What am I going to get here? Come on, hook your boy up with something good here. Something exciting. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. Why not? Got ourselves a nice little stegosaurus there. Ancient seed packs, on the other hand, I haven't really gotten too lucky with these. I've opened up so many and all I get is just the horned one. I think this is like the second time I get stone bite, which is surprising because it's an uncommon. Coming back over here to Jandel's TikTok, this TikTok right here specifically was one that he posted 2 days ago. I want to sort of touch bases on this because they did mention in the event description that they're going to also be doing some more admin abuse. If you guys remember last weekend, Jandel was unfortunately very sick. So there was sort of like this lack of communication on the entire admin abuse section, as well as even just in the announcements in general. It was really quiet. But in this TikTok specifically, he goes ahead and says that, hey, I'm pretty much sorry for last weekend. I'm locked in, feeling a lot better for this week. So we'll definitely be going all out on the admin abuse. We should be seeing some really cool and interesting stuff. I'm kind of curious to see if they add like a bigger variety of them. Obviously, now a lot of people are going to know that there's an admin abuse going on. And the biggest issue with this is that whenever the game starts to peak at like 17 million, 18 million, sometimes even, 20 million, they sort of have to like cut down on the admin abuse. I guess Roblox just tells them to like chill out on sending stuff to all of the servers that are active, because it sort of can crash the entire game. So it's kind of like this bittersweet situation where I really want them to do more, but I understand that they can't because of the sheer amount of players that are online. Another thing that I wanted to sort of squeeze in here really quickly is actually inside of the Leaks channel over on the Discord server. One of the developers actually put up a poll, which only really got about 8,000 votes. Pretty surprising. I mean, if you look up here, this poll has 48,000 votes. But either way, basically, this one was asking how they should refer to the massive pets. Should they be called giant or mega? I think it's kind of cool how we're potentially going to be seeing pets that are labeled as mega or giant. Lots of really interesting things happening. I also do recall that Jandel sort of made this full like apology post, apologizing to everybody on just sort of how the entire updates have been happening for the last couple weeks. Dude, there's an Aurora Borealis active right now. What in the world? But yeah, in that post, he basically confirmed that they did go ahead and hire a secondary development team to sort of focus on a lot of these updates. So that way they can really push out some detailed and large scale updates every single week. So what I would imagine is that team 1 will more than likely be working on 1 week, while team 2 is already working on the other one, which allows for now a 2-week development window, which I feel like is way more reasonable than what they're doing right now for millions of players, all within the span of about 6 days. Because realistically speaking, they probably take Saturday off, or at the very least Monday off, maybe even Sunday. Because now that I'm thinking about it, Saturdays, usually they spend their entire time either fixing stuff or making adjustments for whatever the community hates. Either way, man, just really wanted to share this with you guys. I saw it go live right now over in the announcements channel, and I thought it was pretty interesting. Quick little update to my loyal people. I just want to go ahead and squeeze this here at the end. There is a 500K shirt. I literally read your comments all the time. I just haven't gotten the chance to upload it. But yes, I do see every single time that you guys point out the fact that I'm wearing still a 400K shirt. Thank you guys to those of you that have reached out about it. But I think we're going to go ahead and end off this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys on Saturday for our live stream on the Grow a Garden update. I really want to sort of like lock in with Grow a Garden and push out some actual videos for this. I feel like we've really been focusing more on just live streams for it instead of actually like content. So hopefully this week coming up, man, we can really just lock in. But either way, with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.